Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy November 6th. And welcome to the YouTube Huddle Up. I already see some comments coming in. So thank you. Thank you. Shout out to all of you guys. We are going to do wins and goals, and I'll add them to the scoreboard per usual. And then I have a couple things to talk about and share with all of you guys. So with that said, let me go ahead and jump into the comments here. It's funny because the comments come out of order for some reason in Ecamm, but I don't know why it does that. But anyway, okay, so Tom's first, and he says that his win is that he finished the biggest sponsored project to date, which, yes, that was quite the beast of a video, and I don't think he minds me saying this, but that video is coming out this Thursday. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested in it. So stay tuned for Tom's newest video coming out next Wednesday. It is going to be the biggest sponsor video he's done, but it's also just it's just like a good video overall. And then his goal is to finish his retro camcorder video. So like the total opposite of that is making a video that's purely just out of curiosity and joy because it's about a retro camcorder that you can't even order anymore. But I like the variety of it. Introvert Amateur is not going to make it today. Too tired and heading to bed early, hoping you're not getting sick again. I hope you feel better, Introvert Amateur. Rest up. I hope you're not getting sick again either. So his goal is to upload another video, and we've got the scoreboard here. I already have you guys in here for your goals. And let's see, goal is to upload another video, and win is that you uploaded one video. And today's sticker is going to be, drum roll, I already gave it to Introvert Amateur. It is a notes page, because I feel like as we head into like the next, I'd say 6 weeks, I feel like there's actually studies on this where this part of the year is the most productive because everyone's like trying to get stuff done before the end of the year. And I think it's also just like, I don't know, this season feels like just, I don't know, productive, it seems like. So there's a lot to, with this group, there's a lot to learn from each other. And I know what I've been doing is I have all of the notes. So what I've been working on is trying to consolidate checklists and places that I put ideas, and just kind of having a central base for all the things that I'm thinking about when it comes to YouTube in one place. So that's why I had the little journal page here. We're going to take notes and we're going to get stuff done, and that's going to be today's sticker. So Introvert Amateur has one. We're going to give one to Tom. Boom. Cool. All right. Tech Troublemaker, record a VOD to release next week is your goal. I believe I have you in here already. Perfect. And let me get that in there. Okay. And then win is TBD, rough week, surviving, keeping my spirits up. Yes. I think that's a win. I think, it's hard when, okay, so here's what I'll say. It's hard when people who are creative, I feel like a lot of what we put into our videos and creating stuff out of nothing has so much to do with how we feel, right? So that's why I think it's important to take breaks. It's part of the creative process to rest and take yourself out of your element, or, do what you ever have to do to kind of like, get back into the zone. So yeah, Volpe Punk, hello everyone. Hello, Tom. I still can't get over how good this stream looks and sounds. Be your own nerd. Happy Wednesday to all you awesome huddle uppers. It's good to see you all. DoorDash Revolution is here. Hello, Heather, and the live chat. All right, Volpe Punk is checking in with wins. No wins this week, but your goal is to edit one short video to get back into making videos. That sounds like a plan. I would love to know for everyone here if you have noticed anything with the 3-minute YouTube Shorts thing, because the last time I checked, my I think it was a 1:30 video is still not a short. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube said it would eventually convert as they update all the systems, but it's still showing as a video to me, so I have no idea. It's very strange. Okay, wait. That's win. So we're going to do here, goal, sweet. All right. Yeah, so question to everybody here is, have you been able to upload a short that is longer than the original 1 minute requirement or capacity, I guess. Josh has just popped in to say hi. Hello. Go Johnny Go, checking in. Win 6 videos / lives and 5 shorts, and your goal is 4 videos, lives, and 4 shorts. Yeah, Johnny, you'd be a good person to answer this question. Although I think you had mentioned something last week. Have you been able to upload like 2-minute shorts? I'm very curious. Okay, Johnny, here you are. Boom. Gonna add you here. Perfect. Okay. Bam. So I have been doing a lot of live streaming on my gaming channel, and we always have the replays on here in our office because there's a TV in the corner there. And one of the things I'd really like to get better at is like embracing the silence, because I always default to I'm like and it's so I can't help but like notice it. I feel like it's okay occasionally, because naturally with streaming it would sound strange if I didn't say ums at all. I feel like if you know me, that's how I just normally talk. But with gaming streams, it kind of is like the YouTube Huddle Up, because there's the stream, there's the comments, there's the scoreboard, there's multiple things to pay attention to, versus a couples table where it's like kind of really the only thing I have to think about is what Tom and I are in the middle of talking about. But so I always say it's a lot of ums. it's so much Okay, let's see. Let me give you your sticker, Johnny. See, we're gonna embrace the silence. There we go. Fear Nerd is checking in with his win, released 1 video and scheduled another video, and your goal is 2 videos. Sweet. Perfect. Awesome. All right. We are totally into November. It is crazy. Okay, here. Boom. And be your nerd. Here you go. And let me give you your sticker. Okay. Perfect. DoorDash Revolution saying hi to Tom. Sponsored one. Oh, my bad. The sponsored one is tomorrow. Oops. Sorry. So I don't know what day of the week it is. It's all meshing. So definitely stay tuned for that one. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a fun one. All right. Charles McGregor. Hello. Win. Updated live stream scenes and finished video script. Oh, it's always so refreshing to update live stream scenes. Tom and I have been doing that all week. So congrats to you. And your goal is to record your video script. Sweet. Let's add you in here. Perfect. Charles, here you are. Okay. Add you here. Boom. And boom. Okay, and let me get you your sticker. Oh, you know what I totally forgot to do today? I forgot to cut my pieces of paper. So I will we're going to do that next stream. So I'll make sure to make a note that I forgot. I have to like cut strips in advance. I totally forgot. Let's see. Johnny says, I hope everyone is having a great week. I haven't tried to upload a longer short yet. Jules, hello, Heather in live chat. I'm finally back to making videos for myself. Yay! We're so glad you're here, Jules. Let me see. I still have you on here, and I'm happy to see. So this is perfect. Just so you know, I've said this multiple times. I never take anybody off. So if you need to, whatever, life happens, take a break, whatever, you're still here. anything that you have gotten stickers with before, all your goals and wins that you've ever shared here will still be in the scoreboard. I think what we're going to do is reset for 2025. So our next 12-week progress thing is sometime mid-January. So we're going to go into 2025 a little bit. But then after that, maybe what we'll do is start in February again. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know what the 12-week is. But I think when we hit 2025, I might archive this scoreboard. So the bit.ly link will still be there. You can always, check out your old stuff. But I think just to kind of clean things up, that's when I think I'm going to go and kind of build the board over. Anyway, that being said, Jules, we're so happy you're here. I am. So we're going to go here. There you are. Sweet. Okay. Win posted a video and your goal is to edit a short. Sounds good. Let's see. Win. This is going to be down here for now. But the next one will be back to a different order. Bam. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it's so exciting. See, that's so nice. I'm excited that you're back. And I know you're always creating stuff, even when you're not checking in. I see you. I see it all. So, okay, Johnny, 3 weeks and my 1 minute and 37-second short is still a video. Yeah, see, so I don't understand what's happening. It's very strange. I don't know. All right, guys. Awesome. So we are all caught up. So I'm going to share some of the things that I had here on my agenda. So actually, I didn't put in my goal. Let's see. Or my win is uploaded a video and streamed for hours. And then goal is to, what's my goal? Okay, cool. So my win is that I uploaded a video, but I kind of wanted to share a little bit about it because I think this is kind of something that a lot of us think about when it comes to YouTube. And I think it's just, I don't know, maybe it'll be food for thought for you guys. So, okay. So on Friday, I put out a video. Boom. Let me pull it up. Boom. On my gaming channel. Well, okay, first of all, a couple of things. So let's see, let me pull up okay, so here are some stats for you. So I just got a notification on my gaming channel that I hit 25,000 hours of watch time, like total, since the channel was founded. Let's see, August 2022 was when I put out my first video. So, 2 years, and I got 25,000 hours of watch time. Now, watch time is a tricky stat because it's not a public metric, right? Like, what does that mean? Is that a lot? Is that a little? Sounds like a lot, but is it? I don't know. So I compared it to my other 2 YouTube channels. So this channel that you're watching me on, this channel was made in 2016, May 2016. Actually, I think even if I go to my oldest videos, you won't see it because, oh, look, there's baby Heather. Let's see. So my first video here is May 2016. There's me in my old apartment. Look at me. I'm trying to make a video essay. I had no idea what I was doing, but I'm glad I tried. Anyway, so started this channel May 2016. My gaming channel, 25,000 hours of watch time. This channel, which is obviously significantly older, is at 35,000 hours of watch time. So there's a 10,000 hour uh, difference, which I find very interesting because it's like, you might have what that says to me is the gaming channel is very engaged, right? Because it's 6 years younger. It has significantly less content there, obviously, because it's younger, but it has, 2/3 of the watch time than my tutorial channel. My tutorial channel, though, my gaming channel, if you look at my views and watch time, it goes up and down. So, when I go live, there's a lot of watch time. When I put out a video, there's a lot of watch time. When I'm not putting out content, it definitely tapers off. My tutorial channel, though, is the opposite. It's like basically a straight line. If you zoom out, it kind of looks like this, but it's always more like it's always above zero, like a couple hundred above zero, because there's so much search traffic. So I have videos on this channel that you're watching that are still getting views, even though I haven't put out a video on this channel in forever, right? And the only thing that I really do here is the YouTube Huddle Up. So what do you do with that information? I think it's just good to contextualize like what things look like on other people's channels. To give you another side to this, I looked over at my vlog channel, Heather Just Create, and this channel is I hid a lot of the videos on here, so it's not going to look like there's a lot of videos, but I've had this channel since December 31st, 2005. Must be one of the youngest or oldest accounts on YouTube. And I'm proud of that. But, so this is a very, very, like, one of the oldest channels. And the watch time here is at 105,000 hours of watch time. So my gaming channel is about a fourth the watch time as this channel, which has a lot more videos, a lot more subscribers, so much more live streaming and all of that. So it's just something to think about. What do you do with that info? I don't know. But just so it's just like, if you're only kind of gauging your progress based on other people's views and subscribers, that's hard, because it's like, my gaming channel has the least amount of subscribers out of my 3 channels. But to me, based on the watch time that's there, it's the most engaged audience. Whereas, like, okay, for example, here on this channel, even just the YouTube Huddle Up, right? We get probably like, on average 15 people who tune in every Wednesday. And my subscribers are at almost 9,000. So it's a not as engaged audience. And I think that's because a lot of the people who do subscribe come from search, right? So they type in a question, they get the answer to the question, they subscribe. But to me, I want to say that maybe they're not going to be a returning viewer. Maybe once they solve their question, they've just, kind of just moved on. I get the feeling too that a lot of people who subscribe don't kind of use YouTube very often. It was just kind of like they came here to get the question asked. And I think that's true for a lot of people who find new channels because they're searching. So yeah, it's like, I guess the context there is, if someone looks like they have a lot of subscribers, that's not necessarily an indication of how engaged the audience is. And I think at the end of the day, it's the connection that you have with your audience that I think is the thing that's, most fun, kind of the reason why we're doing this. But also, I'll speak for myself because I don't want to tell you what your goals are, right? But to me, having an engaged audience is like the whole point, right? That I can create stuff that resonates with, people who enjoy my content. It speaks to them. We can engage, we can discuss, we can, I can make some kind of impact and inspire people to do things. And so sometimes it's like, you might look you might look at another channel that is similar size in terms of subscribers, but you actually might be the one with the more engaged audience, right? So I don't know if those hours are helpful, but hopefully that kind of gives you something to think about. Let me see. Let me check in with the comments really quick. Okay. 25K. Nice, Heather. Yes, that was a really fun thing to see. Slash play dead. Is that actually an emote? I have never even tried it, but I'll have to try that. Kathy, hey, huddlers here. Here's to meeting our wins and goals and being okay with where we are. Yes, I love it. Okay, Azure Night Gaming is checking in with a win. Set up the new library page and recorded some reels and shorts. That sounds fun. Let me add you here. And then your goal is to edit some videos and get stuff done. Sounds like a plan. It's so funny because I'm starting to see TCG pop into my world on the gaming stuff. But I feel like that was just a matter of time. But I didn't know you were the one who introduced me to what that meant. Let's see. Boom. Here you are. Bam. Okay. Here you go. Your goal. Perfect. Okay. And we got your sticker. Okay. Kathy's win is that you uploaded 2 of 5 Amazon reviews, 1 live and 2 shorts. Oh, are the reviews videos? Is that what it is? I'm curious about, is it an Amazon affiliate thing? I'm curious, Kathy. Is it tied to your YouTube channel at all? Let's see. Kathy, let me add you here. Bam. Here we go. Nope. We'll get there. Okay. Sweet. And let's get your sticker. Oh, link in bio. Got it. Got it. Oh, it's a paid emote. Okay. I think I've seen people do that in game, and I thought they actually died because it looks like their HP is at 0. But I'm like, how did you die in the middle of a town? It must be that. Person says, honestly, I would much rather have an engaged community than a bunch of quiet subs. Same. That's why, like, I say this once a quarter. My most wished feature for YouTube is some kind of purge button. I wish there was a way for, you could do this on Instagram, right? So sometimes, like, I kind of scope out every single person who follows me on Instagram just because, right? Like, it gives me weird vibes. If you don't have a profile picture, you don't have any posts, and you're following a bunch of, like, females, that gives me just creeps me out a little bit. So I just remove follower, because they don't get a notification. And basically what remove follower does is that person unsubscribes from me, but they have no idea. That's like one of my favorite features to ever come to social media, because block, I don't necessarily want to block. I just want to make it so this person can't, I just quietly exit kind of a thing. I wish there was some kind of purge button on YouTube where it's like I can go through my subscribers, and there's no way to do this. I can't see a list of my subscribers. I can only see people who have the option to display who they are subscribed to publicly, and that's not a lot of people. I feel like that's a minority. I think a lot of people turn it off. So those are the only subscribers that I could see. But I wish what I could do is just, go into YouTube Studio and then just set, if somebody has not watched any of my content in the last 3 years, remove, like to me it does absolutely nothing. And for my Heather's Just Create channel, this makes total sense that there are 11,000 subscribers, and like the most recent episode, the couples table, is 236. The reason why that makes sense is on my vlog channel, I have pivoted so many times, and people have subscribed during different focuses in my life. So for example, early on in my YouTube journey, I had to start doing Postmates, which is basically the equivalent of like Uber Eats, because I was running out of money building my business, and that was an easy way for me to kind of make ends meet as I was continuing to build my business. And I started vlogging about it. That was one of the things that like blew up my channel, but I don't do that anymore and haven't done it in a while. And so I suspect a lot of those people just, didn't unsubscribe, but they're not interested in like what I'm talking about now. They're not interested in like the couple stable or whatever. So I have had a few of those like transitions throughout my vlog channel, which is why like that to me makes sense. If you look at my gaming channel though, it's all been consistently about video games. And so that's why you're going to see, a 2,500-ish subscriber channel, and you can see videos at 500, 5,000 because it's like existing subscribers and then people who are not subscribed. So, all just stuff to think about. Let's see. Persant says there is a Final Fantasy TCG. I have some cards, but I've never played it. Yes. Pimpy was actually saying he has like the starter kit and wanted to ask Tom if he, tried it before. What is TCG? It's trading card games. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of tabletop games, which is different from trading card, right? Yeah, I think it's different. Anyway, I'm on the edit struggle bus, fresh off the school bus. Oh, boy. No, HP at 0 in the middle of town is the Blue Mage self-destruct. Oh, got it. Kathy says, from Creator Camp, Deal Billy encouraged us to upload video reviews on Amazon products we own. I have 20 things from the last 3 to 4 months I'm working on putting up vids for. I just need practice reps for editing a video. So I'm curious about this, Kathy. Do you get some kind of like Amazon affiliate cut for doing that? Or is it just like practice to talk about like product reviews kind of thing? I'm interested. Sammy, hey, it's good to see you. Let's see. Truth be told, I'm on struggle bus for everything today. I feel you, Kathy. But that's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to just try to still show up as best I can. Sammy, posted a win YouTube video last week, and your goal is going to post a video this weekend. Let's do it, Sammy. It sounds like a plan. Let me get in here. Okay. Sammy, boom. All right. Boom. And you get your sticker. Okay, cool. It's 4:30 my time, and I'm just getting to lunch. Oh, man. That sucks. That's like dinner. Dang, Kathy, lunch is the most important meal of the day, or at least it's my favorite. Persant says, oh yeah, a couple years ago I went back into your vlog and found out that you had done a video with the guy that got me into DoorDash. I can't remember his name. Was it Jermaine? I didn't know he did DoorDash. Maybe it's not Jermaine. TCGs are played on tabletops. Hey, Doc, it's good to see you. Yes, if someone buys from your video on Amazon, you get the affiliate credit. But I'm curious because I feel like, because Tom and I looked into this. I was just curious about, like, I had the idea of like, okay, Tom, you have all these product reviews already. Like, could you just kind of dress them up for YouTube or not YouTube, Amazon? But I wasn't exactly sure, like, is it on your own storefront page? Is it on the product page? And then even if it's on the product page, like, if there's 10 videos on that product, is there a way to track which one is the one that actually like did the conversion? If you watch all 10 kind of things, I wasn't sure. Let's see. Perstant says, while there is a difference, usually people into TCGs are also into tabletops. There's a lot of overlap, I'm guessing. Yeah, Jermaine. I haven't talked to that guy in a while, but he was awesome. Oh, sorry, Finley. Okay. Let's see. Doc says, I'm doing 30 videos this month. Nice to know. Nice to have November. Basically stuff I wish I knew had when I started creating. Oh, that sounds great. 30 videos this month. That's a daily vlog situation. But that sounds like I love that. I'll definitely have to take a peek at some of the stuff that you're talking about. Amazon affiliate is final procuring cause is the rule. Oh, got it. Okay. So, that's interesting. That is interesting. I'll have to think about that. Okay, so we still have some time. Another thing that I wanted to share that I thought would be food for thought for you guys is regarding streaming and different formats on your YouTube channels. So one thing that I have been reminded of since Tom and I have been working on Heather Just Play is that you kind of, there's no like final product, right? You can always evolve. You can always level up. I do think that there is sometimes you have to just call it and then live with what you got, like I'm pretty happy with the setup that you're looking at, and I don't plan to, as I say, I don't plan to change anything anytime soon. But one thing that we did do is I got these like hat hangers. So I have a bunch of hats. I think you guys know that. And I want to cover the thermostat right here and the light switch. And we have been thinking about all different kinds of ideas on how to do that. No one notices that probably, but I do. I always look at it. And I'm going to hang my hats just like down that wall. I think it'll look really cool. So anyway, for the most part, my setup isn't changing, just tweaking, I guess. But one thing that is historically true when it comes to live streaming for me is that when I used to live stream, as soon as a couples table was over, or even the YouTube Huddle Up, I would sign off. I would walk to the couch in the living room and then pass out because I was so tired. Like, it's just hard to like orchestrate and kind of be on and stuff like that. But what I will say is, ever since getting back to the gaming channel, and you guys know I've shared this on the YouTube Huddle Up, I was hesitant to stream on there. I had a lot of feelings to figure out in terms of like it was weird for me to wrap my head around people watching me play video games, which is like, I feel like that's kind of a, like, why would you even be worried about that kind of a thing? But it's just something that I had to work through, I guess, or practice, So I wasn't sure if I was going to like streaming on my gaming channel. Tried it out, enjoyed it, tried different things. One of the things I was hesitant about was that the game that I play is Final Fantasy 14 right now. And there's a lot of story development and cutscenes. And I was a little bit hesitant of like, I'm going to watch cutscenes. We're going to watch cutscenes. But people are watching how I'm reacting to the cutscenes, which is like, the idea of it was so weird to me, like so uncomfortable, so awkward, because like my approach with how I've done my YouTube channels is like, it's always value, right? I'm teaching, I'm coaching, I'm supporting, I'm encouraging, inspiring, there's value here, right? But the idea of me just playing a video game and everyone watching, like, felt just wrong. It just felt awkward, right? But, you know, I've been streaming consistently over on my gaming channel. I've gotten over that. I've, realized that, okay, here's the perception of what I thought was going to happen. I think a lot of people can relate to this. You can think, here's the worst that's going to happen. And then when you do it, like, the worst doesn't happen. And if anything, there's all these other things to now consider. And then you just, that keeps happening each time you create something, right? Well, this past Saturday, I streamed on the gaming channel. Tom started with me. And by the time we ended the stream, 4.5 hours had passed by. And I was amped. Like, I could have kept going. But I called it because it was like 10:30, and I was like, okay, I definitely don't want to set the expectation that I'm just going to live stream for, hours on end every single time. And so I had to call it. But the point is the fact that I streamed for 4.5 hours and I could have kept going versus before I would stream for 1 hour and then just pass out. It reminded me that if you can figure out how to make it so that when you are creative, it gives you energy rather than drains you, I think that's the thing to, like, head towards. Now, have I changed the YouTube Huddle Up? Yeah, there's things that we've all kind of leveled it up a little bit. And it's definitely evolved since February. Same with the couples table. Tom and I tried to level it up every single time. And so I feel like maybe working on a new thing over on my gaming channel has kind of inspired me to be more creative with how I approach my other content, and has made it so it also is energy rejuvenating versus draining. So, like, after the couples table, well, maybe it's also because after the couples table, we go straight to Handles and get ice cream, and then I'm not passed out. But my point is, like, 8 years into my YouTube journey, right? It's like I'm going through another evolution that is really inspiring and informing. And it's just a reminder, like, if I could tell my past self that felt like, I can't figure this out. You never know what's going to happen a year from now. You never know what's going to happen 6 months from now. Even 6 months ago, in July, Tom and I literally pulled out the PlayStation from this office because I said, I'm not going to do my gaming channel again. And then the following month, we did it. It just came full circle. So, the other thing is, like, I would not recommend having multiple channels, but if you could have other ways that you can be creative, I think that's also really good for helping your brain kind of make connections, and you never know where ideas are going to come from. So, like, it is still YouTube. There's Heather Just Create, there's this tutorial channel, and there's Heather Just Play, but they are so different from each other. There is overlap in the audiences, but there's also not, right? There's people who just are interested in the game stuff, or there's people who are only here in the Huddle Up, right? And they're not interested in Final Fantasy or anything of that, or, any of that stuff. And so being creative and creating content for these different kinds of audiences just kind of helps me be creative with everything else, right? So I think it's also important to kind of, like, be creative in a different way, continue to find different sources of inspiration to keep things fresh, and just to kind of, like, make it so that you're grounded in terms of constantly creating and making it so you don't feel stuck, So it's just, I'm so fascinated at the idea that I can stream for 4.5 hours and just be amped like that. I never would have thought that was possible. But the other thing is setting boundaries, right? So Tom and I are figuring this out for our YouTube channel, for Heather Just Play. He's a major character on that channel, is in many of the live streams and many of the videos. But you know, it's like I had to figure out how I feel about playing video games and on stream. He also did, right? Like he also has to figure that also. And it is a good reminder that if it doesn't feel good to you, then there's no point in continuing. It does not matter if that's the thing that gets the views, gets the subscribers, gets you the watch time, whatever. If it doesn't feel good for you, you have to draw a boundary, right? You have to make it work for you. Otherwise, that is just the direct path to burnout. Like you will burn yourself out. It's going to lead to resentment, and you don't want to do that, right? So like, for example, let's see. I'm trying to think of an example for the gaming channel. I don't know. It's like, okay, so for example, I don't think Tom will mind me sharing this, but he doesn't really want to show himself actually like in battles, right? So we have it so that, you know, actually here, I could show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you an example. So here was last night's stream. And here's an example of what it looks like. So we made it so that I'm in one corner, Tom is in the other corner, and we are watching the cutscenes here, right? Which is cool. But then there's the gameplay, right? So there's 8 of us trying to defeat this boss. And Tom isn't actually into the idea of playing on stream. He likes watching the cutscenes on stream. He likes, you know, doing the discussions, like doing this kind of stuff where we're watching a lot of like dialogue, but he doesn't really like the, you know, showing himself doing the battles, which is totally fine, right? I'm sure there are things like, I can't think of something right now. I'm sure there are things that it's like, it kind of feels like that's the right thing to do, but you could feel kind of a tightness in your gut where you're like, I actually am uncomfortable with this. Yeah, set the boundary, right? Because if you keep going down that path where you're like, oh, this is what the people like, we got to do it for the views or whatever, it's just not a good road to go down. So I think that's the difference between me being a YouTube creator in my first year versus my 8th year, right? Because back then it's like, I can differentiate now. I don't really care if it's good for the views. It has to be good for me before everything else, right? It has to be good for us. It has to be good for, like I have to be able to be happy, right? Because the other thing is you don't know what ideas you're going to come up with. The audience doesn't know what video ideas you're going to come up with or stream ideas or whatever. So even if people say like, oh, you should do this, like you should do this, they could be coming at it from like, I watch other gaming streamers. They do this. So you should too, because that is what the world does, right? But it's like, this is your YouTube channel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what should be done. There's always a way that you can do it differently. And if anything, that's the thing that I feel like you know, we should lean towards is like, how can you do it in a way that's uniquely you? Figuring that out is a journey that will never end. But that's the fun part, right? Like if you can feel like it's fun, then it's fun, right? Like then you'll just constantly be coming up with new ideas. Every single time Tom and I stream, we level something up every single time. And it's been so much fun. So anyway, all that being said, if you can make it so your YouTube channel is a source of like energy, right? Like making it so that you are inspired. You working on your thing rejuvenates you, inspires you, makes you feel excited and amped versus drained. Like sometimes, yeah, you're going to feel drained. Sometimes you're going to feel stressed. But overall, I think making it so you come up with your best ideas is when you're happiest, right? All right, I'm going to step off the pedestal. Andre, hi everyone. Here. Good to see you. We don't notice. Yeah, no one notices. It's like the first thing I see when I turn on eCam. Let's see. Hats off to you for that idea. I'm excited to put it on. HR bring her studio into a new era. It's easy to get 4 to 5 hour streams when you're vibing, like chatting with friends. Yes, totally. Yay. I have a podcast for the stuck people. Yes. Creators unstuck. Everyone, if you feel stuck, Doc is definitely one of the people to go to. Like, the go-to guy, has helped both Tom and I throughout our YouTube journey over the years, and has talked to so many creators, has so much experience. Definitely somebody to check out. Call me Cubby. Hello, hello. Another character. Sorry for being late. No worries. Glad you're here. Go ahead and leave your wins and goals if you haven't. Oh, there they are. Let's see. Be your own nerd. I'm sitting in a cool little cafe in Oceanside, California, near the beach. Lots of surfboards hanging above my head and watching the huddle up. Life does not get any better than this. Wow, this sounds wonderful. Thank you for taking us there into your little cafe in Oceanside for a second there. That sounds so wonderful. Yeah, that sounds incredible. It really does. Finally, the weather has cooled off here. Oh, finally. We thought it would never. We thought the heat would never go away. All right, another character recorded 3 videos. Congrats to you. And your goal is to edit and publish at least 1 video. That sounds like a plan. All right, win. Here you are. Boom. Oh yeah, I forgot the time changed, so maybe that's another thing. But we should be like all synced back up with the time. Definitely come next week. All right, let me give you your sticker. Boom. Percent says, playing on stream is kind of hard. You open yourself up to a lot of criticism and it sucks. Yes. Thankfully, everyone has been so nice on the Heather Just Play channel, and it's like anytime there is any kind of, I don't see it as criticism because everyone is so helpful, right? It is. Okay, so for example, yesterday, Tom and I, we titled the stream, "We're testing some things," because we had basically redid half the setup, like Tom's side of the setup. And so we invited feedback, right? We knew that we were intentionally inviting feedback, which I get the impression is not done a lot in the gaming world because people they just don't notice, right? Like they don't, it's not like, I feel like with the couples table, for example, there's a lot of other creators in there and everyone will tell you like, oh, your audio levels are different or whatever. I don't feel like that kind of occurs to the Heather Just Play channel. But when we invited the feedback, I felt like it was like people were excited to be helpful, like this is what it looks like on my end. Like they're asking for help, which is really cool. Like that's a really special thing that I can tell that it comes from a place of care. And we invited that. So that's different from like unsolicited advice. So yeah. All right. Oh, going to San Diego today to visit the grandkitties. That sounds great. Doc says, I get it. I'm pretty pumped after every stream or upload. We call it creator constipation. It happens to all of us. I would go to the beach today, but it's raining in Hawaii today. Oh man. It's I can't remember the last time we had a rainy day. So yeah. So the other thing I'll end with is another thing with the gaming channel is I'm reminded that there are a lot of things that you can do that can support your YouTube channel that are not on YouTube, right? So yes, create content. Yes, be consistent. Yes, explore different formats, explore shorts, explore live streaming. Definitely be posting community posts if you haven't been already. Make your videos, all those things. But I never thought we would have a Discord server that was so active every single time. Like, I'm in there all the time, but every single time I log on, there's new messages. There are people. Like, it's cool that with like, the couples table, we have to be on in order for people to interact with each other. The Discord server on the gaming channel, though, people can continue the conversation even if I'm not there, even if I don't, even though I'm not live, even if a new video didn't come out, people can still hang out with each other, and I could really feel how the community is building. And if anything, I'm kind of the bottleneck here, because people are asking like, oh, can you make a chat room for this? Can you make it so we can, post more pictures here or whatever, which is great. So actually, Persant is one of our moderators. Thank you, Persant. So we're actually having our first mod meeting today, and I'm so excited about it. Just because it feels like such a good group, but it definitely, I just haven't had it happen like as a YouTube creator before, where there's just been such a active community off of YouTube that is so supportive of the YouTube channel, so I know that, like, I kind of had to tell myself, if I don't have a video that naturally is presenting itself, then maybe it's okay not to choke one to life, because I could spend time hanging out in this Discord server, and we have so many ideas in terms of like activities and events and watch parties and stuff that we could do. So there's like, I guess my point is, there's not one way to do YouTube. I think we all know this, but it's a nice reminder. Like, I want to share my experience just so maybe that will give you ideas. I'm definitely not saying that everyone needs a Discord server. That is not what I'm saying. Maybe it's something else for you. Maybe it's an Instagram page or whatever. But all right. Oh my gosh, Todd, how are you? It's so good to see you. I really want to start sharing my woodworking. I figured out how to dust protect my equipment. When I hit record, the joy of woodworking left. My mind was on the narrative and camera shots, so I quit. Oh, well, it's so good to hear from you. But maybe you can figure out, like, I'm curious what you're working on now. Andre actually published a video today. So that's the win. And that sounds awesome. Congrats to you. Boom. Let me add that to the board. Here we go. Bam. All right. And let me give you sticker. Okay. Persant. Yeah. The HJP channel is very warm and inviting. I feel like it lends itself to a lot of positivity. I don't know how that happened. It's been absolutely incredible. It's just really cool. I'm so excited about it. It's like such a joy. I'm so freaking thankful. Okay. I am. But it's also like, see, you know who never thought. It's just the weirdest thing. Like, even my brother's like, I can't believe you didn't start with the gaming channel 8 years ago. Because obviously he's known me since he was born. And I've always been a gamer, but it just, I've talked about this a little bit on the YouTube Huddle Up in like previous episodes, but to me, I've always approached YouTube from like value in terms of legit value. I've had to redefine this, okay? Because what is legit value, right? But to me, it's like when I do stuff where it's productive, right? Like helping you guys, teaching, supporting, coaching, encouraging. That to me is value, right? If I'm doing tutorials, it's value. If Tom and I are talking about the creator economy or what it's like to be full-time content creators, that's value. Me playing video games is not value. And I think the reason why I've seen it that way is because for 39 years, I've been told that video games are a vice, right? It's like a waste of time. could still hear my mom yelling at me, like, "You've been playing video games too long." And so it feels very, like, indulgent, right? I think I've talked about this before. But that is definitely, like, a mindset shift I've had to go through. I think a lot of you have YouTube channels where it is your hobby. And I would never, like, if there was another gaming channel here, I would never say that that's not valuable, right? Like, for example, Ezra Night Gaming. If you're talking about your trading cards, I would never be like, oh, that's indulgent. That's not legit value. Of course it's value. But for me, I obviously had a lot of things to kind of reshift my mindset and views, which is it's a work in progress, you know? All right. Let's see. Doc says, can't wait for YouTube to fix this month. Community tab should help drive conversations a lot. Yeah, I use the community tab a lot. It sucks. It, like, just legit sucks. The pictures are terrible. The quality is terrible. It's so bad. But I know that they're working on it, which is why I keep posting on there, because I'm kind of hoping that whatever update they do to the community tab will retroactively apply. And I want people to know that it's something I regularly use. And, you know, here's another reminder. So my gaming channel is only, 2,500 subscribers. I have videos. I have live streams. I was kind of working on shorts, but not really anymore. And we also have a Discord server. And I have an Instagram. I'm most active in the Discord because I figured, like, those people are going out of their way to, you know, be more involved, which is awesome. So, and it's, like, super active. So I hang out in there a lot. I also, like, share post updates, I guess, the same way I would on Instagram, of, like, you know, here's like a recap of what happened in the last week. Here's how I'm feeling about things. Here's things that I'm proud of, things I'm excited about, things I'm looking forward to. Kind of just like, it's literally a channel called Heather Updates, and I basically maximize the character limit every single time. So they were like long essays basically. And it felt right to post them in there because, it's like people are responding. They like hearing kind of my thought process behind the whole thing, which is super nice. And it also gives me a good gauge in terms of how other people are feeling about the whole thing and all of that. And then I was like, you know what? Because the Discord server got so active, I stopped posting on Instagram, on Threads, on the YouTube community tab, because I was like, these people are here. I should hang out with them. And also the character limits are different for every single platform. So it's just so hard to, like, now I have to, like, cut this shorter and all of that. Well, I was like, you know what? I wrote this. I spent 2 hours writing this. I should share it every place that I could. And so I did. And there are definitely people who respond to the Instagram that are not in the Discord server. There are people who read the YouTube post and are not in the Discord server, right? And there's, like, basically people are all in the ecosystem. There are people who overlap everything. They follow on Instagram. They read the YouTube community posts. They're in the Discord server. They watch the videos. They tune into the live streams. But there's people who have never used Discord before, so they don't see those Heather updates, right? Or I have people literally sending me voice messages on Instagram asking me questions about, like, video games and Final Fantasy 14. They're not in the Discord server either. So it's like a good reminder to have different avenues that people could interact. Because yes, the main way is live streams and videos. But when you're trying to give somebody a different level of interaction or access, or, just like even with YouTube memberships or something like just taking it a step further, providing different ways that people can interact, like people actually respond to it, that I don't see in other buckets, if that makes sense. So it was really a reminder of, like, Yep, you got to make sure, like, if you're already, if it's kind of like if you're making the video, post it wherever you can post it, right? If you're making the short, yeah, post it on TikTok, post it on Instagram, whatever. If I'm writing these long, thoughtful essays, I should post them everywhere. Okay, let's see. Goal. Kathy, I feel like I put your goal in here, but let me just, oh, I didn't. Okay, let me add you here. You're going to finish uploading your Amazon videos, and that sounds like a plan. Boom. So here. Okay. Let's see. Doc says, sucks sending people to Discord, X, Facebook, etc., other places. Yes. It does, but, like, I mean, Persant can even chime in on this. People who are in our Discord, and we are 70 members strong right now, are happy, very, very happy to be there. They cannot interact with each other the way that they could in Discord. If there were no Discord, like, we would, I can't even tell you, like, there's so much specialness happening in the server that just would not be able to happen if it didn't exist. It is like a really, I never used Discord before, you know, like I have an account, I have peeked into different servers, but I've never really been like an active Discord person until my own server. And a lot of the people in my server do use Discord, and I see it. I totally get it. And so I definitely think it has a place. It just is, you know, it can be frustrating kind of having so many different things. But again, like, I have people whose names I haven't seen interact on YouTube posts. I see people who are intimidated by Discord, so they stay on Instagram. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just different avenues for people to interact with you. David's here checking in. Hello. I'm still talking Christmas and woodworking in my Zen time. Yay. Entertainment has value, yo. All right. David is checking in with his wins. 3 regular live streams, 1 uploaded video, and 1. You did a 12-hour live stream? Oh my gosh. See, that's like, did you eat? Did you leave to eat? I had to eat. So I definitely don't plan to do this. But during the 4.5-hour live stream, I needed a snack. So I ate a cookie on the stream, and it was just like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of people watching me eat right now, and that's kind of weird, but it's okay. Let's see. Okay. Another character. Yeah, what Tom said. Everyone needs some fun. Exactly. Yeah. We just have to, like, kind of go through our learning experiences, you know? All right. Let's see. I've been team replay for a while, taking on leadership role in my union, helping to get up to speed on AV thanks to you, Tom and Buck. Tom, Buck. That's awesome, Todd. And Heather. Okay. Doc says, video games are value to those that came up with them. Our grandparents and great-grandparents didn't want our parents to watch TV or read comic books. Yeah. I mean, if video games are valuable to me, like, period, right? It shouldn't even like go beyond that. That's kind of like how it is for anyone with a YouTube channel. And I have definitely seen this, like, doing the gaming channel has made me kind of appreciate the way that Tom approaches his channel, because it's like, oh yeah, the way that you could just at the drop of the hat start talking about a microphone, that's how I could do it with video games. But it never occurred to me that I would start a YouTube channel about it. Okay, I got your goal in here, David. You are good. Andre, crazy coincidence. My video today is about value in videos and the importance of conveying that value in thumbnails and titles related to growth for small channels. I'll have to check it out, Andre. Truth, HR's Discord is a special place. It feels very HR. Oh, that is like the best thing ever. Thank you so much. That's like, it's so great having you in there, Persant, because I know that you know me a little bit better than a lot of the people in there. So just having your perspective is like so important to me. I love Discord. It actually is my favorite, but my old people hate it. Yeah, it's so what's funny is like I'm just trying to make it work for me. I don't use it the same way that I feel like it is supposed to be used, but I feel like the way that I'm building it right now is kind of a happy medium, but we'll see when I meet with the mods. Yeah, I work with a lot of older people. They all hate new things. Discord is just one more thing they have to learn and don't want to. Yes. +1 for entertainment being value and valuable. Yes. Woo! All right, guys. We did it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do the YouTube huddle today, but I'm really glad I did. And I'm so thankful that all of you guys showed up. We've got all of our stickers. I forgot to actually cut out the pieces of paper, but I will make sure to do that. Actually, I'm gonna cut tickets for November 6th also. Okay, that's my note to myself. So when I see that next week, I'll remember, because we're going to be adding the drawing tickets every single week. I just completely forgot. But yeah, anyway, excited to see all our stickers of everything happening. If you are watching the replay, you could definitely leave a comment with your win for the past week and your goal for the previous week. And in case you don't know what the YouTube Huddle Up is, it is a weekly accountability group that meets every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on this YouTube channel. And we keep each other accountable by sharing our goals that we're going to be working on in the next 7 days. So the goals that we set for ourselves are SMART goals. So they're specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And it's all about building and growing our YouTube channels. So for example, you could set a goal to upload 1 video, or to update your YouTube channel banner, or to create a thumbnail template in Canva. These are all things that are specific, that are achievable, that are in your control. Something like, I want to get 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks is not, that's not necessarily achievable, because that's a lot of things that are not in your control, but you could definitely make a ton of videos. You could live stream, you could make a Discord server, you could do all those things. So this is just a place for you to share all the progress that you're making on your YouTube channel, to help you stay consistent, to connect with other YouTube creators that are working on exactly the same thing that you are working on, to get feedback, and to just be part of a really fun community. So thank you for being here at the YouTube Huddle Up. And really quickly, we just do these last comments. Newest Final Fantasy is free up until level 70 or something. No. So Final Fantasy 14 is actually not an old Final Fantasy. It's from 2010, I believe, but it's an MMO. So it's constantly being updated constantly. Like it's an ongoing game, and it is free for 3 expansions. So I think you can go past, maybe you can't go past level 70, but there's like hundreds of hours of free playtime. There's no playtime cap, I guess, on the trial. Discord, not a fan, but I use it under protest, says a 60-year-old. It's CompuServe with color backgrounds. That is the best. I'm totally going to get some ice cream after this. I don't know if Tom knows that. Final Fantasy is free. Is that on PlayStation? It's on PlayStation. It's on Xbox. It's on Mac. It's on PC. It's a it's just not on the Switch. But well, here, let me put it this way. Tom has never played an MMO before. He's never really played this kind of game before. And he signed up in August and is having the best time, to the point where he's like streaming on my gaming channel with me, which is something I never thought was ever going to be possible. So it can be kind of overwhelming, but in my opinion, Final Fantasy XIV has one of the best stories in all of media. The problem is that it takes like 300 hours to go through the whole thing. It is very lengthy, because basically, like, they release expansions every 2 years, and you have to go all the way back to 2010 and catch up with all the story that they released over time. So yeah, here we go. Percent explaining what it is. I thought ice cream was only after the couples table. Not going to be able to hug the TV for 4 to 6 hours playing Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's super rad. Planning for Christmas. Oh my gosh. If you guys start playing, you have to tell me, because we're just, we will be happy to show you the ropes. And there's different servers that you can sign up for. Well, actually, I think, Andre, you would have to go on the EU server. But yeah, for any of you US folks, you can join us on our server. It's called Kraken. All right. With that said, I will catch you next week. Have an awesome rest of your week. Have an awesome weekend. Excited for all the things that you're going to be working on. Good luck with all the videos and all the streams and the shorts. I'm still waiting to see if the 3-minute shorts actually get converted to shorts. So stay tuned for that. And with that said, I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye, everybody.